Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew E. Guy. Welcome to another episode of the ILIRPODCAST Podcast. I am listening. I am ready. It is a podcast that's dedicated for those who are on the go. Whether you're traveling by land, air, or sea, this is me, Andrew E. Guy. I am excited about today's conversation. It turns out that hundreds, even millions of people are giving up on their dreams and aspirations, and as a matter of fact, a lot of them just kind of take the back seat when it comes to fulfilling their goals. They can't achieve it. Why? There is thing, one thing that will help you to understand what's holding many people back. If you're ready for this, let's talk about it.
It's the moment you've been waiting for. It's a conversation that must be had today and not tomorrow. Welcome to another episode of I'm Listening, I'm Ready with your host, Andrew E. Guy. Let's talk about it.
It turns out that most people don't fulfill their dream. It's not because they can't, and especially for those who have the capacity and the ability to, they don't end up fulfilling their dreams. A lot of people will say, well, I don't have the wherewithal. I don't have the expertise. I don't have the connections. I really don't have the background knowledge. Neither do I have the education to fulfill a dream or a goal. It turns out that there is one thing. I know you're waiting for this one thing. The one thing that stops you and me and everyone else on planet Earth from fulfilling their goal is clarity. That's exactly right. Believe it or not, clarity is an ability to be coherent and intelligible, according to a Google definition. It's an ability, or you're able to achieve coherence and intelligence. So, what does it mean? When we think of coherent, I want you to think of a logical process that is consistent. Okay. When we think of intelligible, it's just an ability for you to be understood. So you understand, you have clarity, you have a coherency in terms of your thought processes. It's like me trying to string a few words together, and I may say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? I may say A, LMNO, P, Q, R, S, T. You see, that's not coherent, right? It doesn't flow. It doesn't have a logical process that I can actually follow. So when we talk about clarity, clarity is you having that clearness in your mind, in your thought process. Everything has a logical step and or a sequence for you to follow, so that when you speak to other people, or when you take that information that does not have a form in your brain, and then you take it out of your brain, and then you basically voice it or give meaning to it, take it from the formless to make it a formed object so that you can hold it and it's tangible. It has to be sequential. A lot of people fail to achieve their goal because they can't think clearly. They don't have that coherency. They don't have that logical sequence that allows them to go from A to B and C and D and E all the way through. So, what I want to do today, I want to give you some information to help you understand what clarity is. Not only do I want to give you this information, but after you've gone through this process, through this coherency, through this sequence of thinking, it will help you in wherever you are in your life. It will help you to get those goals that you've always wanted to get back on the horse and achieve. So let's talk about it. Clarity. I'm going to grab my phone here and I want to give you some information. All right. So let's go. When we talk about clarity, remember we say that clarity is an ability. You're able to be coherent and intelligible. Intelligible, that means that you're able to be understood when you're speaking to someone. When you take the formless stuff, your thoughts, and then you relay them to someone else that you're understood. So that means understood is from the third eye optical, or the third optic, or the second optic. So that's another person listening to you. But the myoptic of you is your perspective and how you see it. And if it's not clear in your mind, I promise you it will not be clear to those that you're actually trying to communicate with. So let me give you 5 steps that will help you to get clear in everything that you're trying to do so you can accomplish your goal. All right. If you're listening for the first time, this is Andrew E. Guy on the ILA podcast. It's the podcast that's dedicated for those who are on the go. Those who are on the go, those who want to transform their life, those who are tired of being stagnant in where they are, but they actually are looking out the where they could be. But I'm here to help you. The ILA podcast is for people that are on the go. It's time to get up and go. So number one, when we're trying to seek out clarity, is simply this: is to understand these 5 key principles that I'm going to give you right now. Number one, clarity doesn't just happen. Let me say it again. Clarity doesn't just happen. It doesn't happen. All right. Number two, clarity is a process can only be experienced. Clarity, it's a process that can only be experienced. You cannot look at clarity or be a spectator and get clarity. Does that make sense? You have to participate in this process of clarity. Number three, clarity is a doing. Clarity is a doing. It doesn't just happen. It's not a spectator game. It's a doing. Number four, clarity requires your full participation. Clarity requires your full participation. Number four, clarity awaits. Clarity awaits for those who go after it. I'll say it again. Clarity awaits for those who go after it. You have to actually, you see, clarity is not something you chase. It's actually waiting on you. It's waiting at a particular point in time in your life. And as long as you're on this journey, if you keep on walking, moving towards it, clarity will come. The next part that leads into my next point, number 5. Clarity comes as you go through the process. Clarity comes as you go through the process. Clarity doesn't just happen. So let me give you some practical steps that you can take to achieve your clarity. I want you to imagine that you are on a stage and there is dry ice. You know, when we go to those magical plays and we see they use the smoke effect, that's dry ice, basically, right? So when you're there and you cannot see through the smoke, you cannot see through the smoke if you're standing a way off. However, if you begin to walk through the smoke, things are starting to get clearer and clearer and clearer. Another point: pretend that you went and you were having a shower. You're having a shower, you had a nice warm shower after a long day, and then you come out of the shower. What do you notice that happens as you come out of the shower? That's exactly right. The mirror fogs up, it smokes up, and you can't see through the mirror. You can see your reflection as you look through the mirror. So, what do you normally do? If you stand there, it doesn't just clear itself up. But if you get a towel and start to wipe the mirror, you'll realize that it is condensation that happens, and it happens on the mirror as the heat builds up inside that bathroom. The same thing. Here's another example. I want you to pretend that it was a nice foggy day and you are driving in the south, so to speak. Let's say, for example, you're driving in the southern states, and in the southern states is a lot of fog that happened in the morning, because I went to Southern Arkansas University, and I remember some of the time that I'm trying to drive to campus, and it was so foggy, I have to slow down in order to make sure that I can see the road properly. Case in point, There's sometimes you're driving on the road and it's very foggy, and then they will ask you, or it should happen that you would think clearly and say, well, you know what? It's foggy. Let me put on my fog lamps. When you put on your fog lamp help you to see as you move through the cloud. What am I saying to you? Another aspect of clarity can be seen with the pilot. The pilot is flying the plane through the cloud. Before he gets to the cloud or to that patch of cloud, he will notice that it's cloudy. There's a big patch of cloud. But here's what happened. As I get through to the cloud, I notice that I can actually see as the plane approaches the cloud. And then when the plane started to move through the cloud, the path clears. The same thing with your life. Clarity doesn't just happen. Clarity comes as you move towards it. So it doesn't matter what your dream is. Understand that until you start moving towards that dream and or goal, it will never just happen. It's an achievement that happened as a result of a process of you doing. You have to get up and do. Another thing I want you to think about when you think about clarity is that you got to have a picture in your brain. It has to be logical, has to be coherent. You got to be able to write it down. You have to take the thing that does not have a form and start writing it down. Make it practical. Write the vision. A great Bible verse once said that you got to write the vision and make it clear so that those who see it will understood. That's the intelligible part. Will understood you of what you're saying, and then they will take the dream and the vision and run with it. So, in order for you to have clarity, you got to have a clear picture of where you want to go. Not only that, you have to take the steps, because remember, you got to take steps for you to complete the stairs. Stairs are a result of steps, and every steps basically is you creating the stairs. You don't just happen to see the stairs. Metaphorically, it means that you create the stairs. The steps that you take towards achieving your goal is you creating your stairs. And when you get to the top of the stairs, always remember that stairs always lead upwards. Stairs always lead upward. It's taking you higher and higher to a higher level than you've been before. So I want to encourage you that wherever you are on the totem pole, if you're just looking up, just start taking the steps. Start taking the steps. And every time you take the steps, even if it looks cloudy at the top of the stairs, remember, every steps brings you closer and closer and closer to your goal and to your dream. You just got to keep on stepping forward. And before you know it, clarity will come. Clarity doesn't happen. Clarity comes as you move closer and closer to the thing that you see in your mind. My name is Andrew E. Guy. I want to encourage you to go out there and subscribe. Subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will get a video and or a live stream of me trying to get you to take the steps to the dreams and the aspiration and the goals that you've always want to achieve in your life. Remember, if I can, so can you. If I can, so can you. Until then, remember, subscribe to our channel, help us grow. Click the notification bell so that means every time there's a video comes available, you are the first one to be notified. You don't just get the video, you are notified ahead of everybody else. That's almost like a VIP treatment, right? Soon as that video drop, boom, you get a notification. Andrew just uploaded a video. So go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified. And also help us grow. Share this with someone. Encourage someone. You may not have the right words to say to someone, but you can use my words. All right. So let's stand together, help us grow so we can reach more people and empower other people. My name is Andrew E. Guy. Thank you for checking out another episode of the ILA podcast. I'm listening. I'm ready. It is the podcast dedicated for those who are on the go. Whether you're traveling by land, air, or sea, this is me, Andrew E. Guy. Until then, take care of yourself, and I'll see you then. Until then, take care. Peace.
Until next time, keep listening, live ready, talk soon.